video. Okay, so if you weren't hyped enough for Taken King already, and all the epic shit that's coming on September 15th, here's a Game Informer article released today. Uh, they visited Bungie headquarters and talked to them about Taken King, and they're going to be the front page of next month's Game Informer magazine. The hype is exponential, and there's just a couple of things they talked about here that are huge things. Of course, there'll be a link in the description to this Game Informer article, and there's all kinds of stuff you can click on to read each portion of the article individually. It's not a long one because it's just telling you that there's going to be a lot of stuff that they're going to be looking at for the next month. And there is a video on YouTube on Game Informer's channel. It's like a minute and a half video just of what they're doing, hyping it all up. It's awesome. Check it all out. But first, let's talk about what Game Informer is going to do with Taken King. So in a part of the article, they said, we also have a full month of online coverage planned in the lead up to the Taken King's launch, including a detailed look at one of the new exotic weapons, a video walkthrough of one of the new Crucible maps hosted by the level's designers, and extensive interviews with the development team. Watch our coverage trailer for a hint of what to expect. So that's some of what they're doing. Here's another thing they said. For the cover story, we went hands-on with the new systems, missions, and game modes to discover the details veteran players are eager to learn. Equally important, we grilled Bungie about the ways in which Destiny is changing to invite new players into the experience, and even draw back players who may have disliked it the first time around. Our 14-page blowout also features more than 20 new screens from the Taken King. So that whole story is going to be massive, and there's going to be so much cool stuff to learn about and look at from when that finally releases. Also, they're doing, for the next month, just looks at Taken King. That is awesome. So look forward to that. Alright, let's talk about the couple of big changes here that they talked about in this article. So, it's like we already know about the subclasses, right? And there's one thing that's not so much people really care about, but be excited, and that is Dinklebot is virtually out of the game. He's going to be gone because he has not been in the last two expansions. Peter Dinklage has not voiced anything since, when they made the vanilla version of Destiny, and they hired a new voice actor whose name is Nolan North, and he actually cares about the story, and he'll be more involved as the ghost. And not only is he gonna be, the Taken King ghost, they had him re-record everything from the beginning of Destiny, from year one, so that way he can you have the same ghost, the same actor voicing Ghost, if you've never played or even if you have played, but for all the story missions from the beginning all the way through Taken King. So that's going to be good, and hopefully it'll be a better script. The next thing I talked about was how level progression is going to work in the Taken King. And before, for the first year of Destiny, they had light levels, which was interesting, but not very good. It wasn't good to all players, as people were stuck at levels because they couldn't do raids or they couldn't do trials like currently. They just couldn't do things because they were solo players. They didn't have the time. So if you didn't get the drops, you were screwed. So now what they're doing is, like your first 20 levels, it was all progression. You earned XP by killing things, doing missions, strikes, PvP, whatever. Just getting XP, you leveled up. That is how it's going to be all the time now. And the new level cap is going to be 40. So we're at 34 is the cap now, and it'll go up to 40. So you have to go up 6 levels when Taken King comes out, and all you got to do is just play the game, do bounties, do strikes, missions, everything, do quests, whatever you want to do, and level up. It's fair to everyone. Everyone can get there. You could patrol from 1 to 40 and eventually hit max level. So that, in my opinion, is the best way for level progression, because everyone can get there. It's fair, it's easy, it's fun, and shit, that's all I can say. Alright, the last thing I talked about was legendary gear and weapons as well. Just your current best weapons and gear. Ascension is probably going to be gone, because all they're saying that your year 1 gear will stay with year 1. It will not be the best gear to have for year 2. So when Taken King drops, all new weapons and gear, you're gonna want those. I mean, for the first few hours that it drops, you're gonna use, year one stuff, but all kinds of new weapons and new gear is gonna drop. That's gonna be better. It's gonna have different perks. It's gonna have higher defense and attack levels, and it's gonna be better. Yes, it'll be different, and people hate different, but Fatebringer won't be your best hand cannon anymore. Legendary hand cannon. It's time for all that stuff to. Ascension was not a good thing in my opinion because it made weapon drops and just loot drops in general irrelevant because you're gonna go back and use your perfectly rolled sniper, your perfectly rolled shotgun, your Fatebringer, your raid weapons, your trials weapons all the time because it's the best. So, but there needs to be a change. There needs to be new guns, new armor, all new stuff, and so I think that's a good change. All right, lastly, in Game Informer's Taken King coverage trailer video, it's also in the description that you can watch. There was this little, clip right here. There's a clip of this, but I took a screenshot of it. That's Blind Watch, the Crucible map, and you're playing a story mission, and you can see up there it says Vex destroyed. In subclass looks cool, by the way. And there's Vex, zapping Vex on a Crucible map, and what they're doing is they're adding quests on Crucible maps. Yeah, I don't know. This is just all we could see during the video. There's just all kinds of little hints about what's to come in this like a minute and a half video. It's really interesting, and you should check it out. And if you look in the bottom left corner where the heavy slot is, what is that? It's not a machine gun. It's not a rocket launcher. That's a fucking sword. And it has like an ammo counter, like 30 hits. What? I don't know. What can I do with that sword, and why is it in my heavy slot? Ah, I don't know. I wanna find out though. All right, that's everything in the article, and that's everything I want to talk about. Check it all out. The article's awesome. The video is awesome, and this next month is going to be awesome, and even more awesomer, if that's a word, when Taken King comes out on September 15th. So that's it. I'll see you guys later.